work when they're trying to work out a language.
Me a bit of it, like it was a challenge for me. But because I kept getting like slightly like good grades, I was okay with that. But
Mm.
the children that were getting like worse grades than me, they started hating Russian and the Russian teacher who was okay at the time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, if the methods aren't working for you, and this is like that, and the school kind of puts this trip on you where it's like this is just the way to learn this stuff, and so people come away from that a lot of the time with the feeling that they just aren't any good at it. And it's extremely discouraging and completely and utterly unnecessary because that's just not how any of this works.
And I think that when you have this classroom environment and you look at other children or maybe students when you are at the university and you look at each other's skills and you think and you say to yourself, oh my God, I'm so much worse than them, that's the first issue because the teachers don't really encourage progress or they don't create, I think for the most part, they don't create a healthy learning environment so that they say, hey, it doesn't matter who speaks better, who speaks worse. We are
Yeah, because the thing is, the whole thing is based on marks. It's based on grading. And so there's this evaluation, and it's an evaluation that is supposedly telling you how good you are at Russian, for example, in her case. But really, what it's telling you is how effective the methods that by which you are supposed to be learning it are. But they don't tell you that. They tell you it's how good you are. And the result is just, I mean, it's really quite harmful to actually even having an interest in languages. So many people, I mean, I end up talking about this with people a lot because people ask me what I do. I'm a translator and I do a language related stream and stuff like that. And so they're, oh wow, what languages? And then I give my list of them, and it's a long one. They're like, holy shit. And they're like, oh, I'm not, I'm no good with languages, you know me. I'm just not really good at them. And it's like, well, you probably have absolutely no idea because you've almost certainly gotten that impression from these useless methods that are used in school. And if you were to try it by some other means, if you were going to try it by methods that have a lot more to do with what decades of research now say are the effective ways of learning language, which is to say, comprehensible input that is really, really interesting to you, that it's so interesting to you that you can actually forget it's in another language, then you might find that you're actually really picking it up. You might find that you're actually a lot better at this than you thought you were, than school told